What's up YouTube? Professor Gadget here with 911 Reviews. Today we're going to talk about the camera that's my go-to body if I want to be 100% sure I'm going to nail this shot. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II. Hold up. Didn't the Mark III just drop? Why are we talking about a 3.5-year-old camera? Well, the arrival of the Mark III means you can pick up this unit for a massive discount, but it's still loaded with cutting-edge features that honestly you don't want to live without. Many of you know that I've been shooting for almost 30 years. I actually started with a film camera. Yes, I'm that old. Transitioned to a crop frame DSLR and then upgraded to a full frame DSLR. The R6 is my first mirrorless camera and it's hands down the best camera I've ever owned. Let's talk about why. The R6 Mark II features a 24.2 megapixel full frame CMOS sensor. Now you may ask yourself, Professor Gadget, is that enough pixels? Well, in my opinion, it's the absolute sweet spot. It's perfect for the casual shooter, the amateur photographer, or for posting content on social media. You're not going to blow your hard drive with massive photo files, but it's still plenty of resolution to print a poster to hang on the wall. Now crucially, this body features up to 8 stops of in-body image stabilization. The built-in IBIS system was actually the reason why I bought this camera in the first place, and it's unique to Canon's more professional line of camera bodies. Having 8 stops of stabilization is a massive game changer because it allows the shooter to shoot handheld at incredibly slow shutter speeds with confidence that you're still going to nail that shot. Now to process all that data, the camera uses the heavy-duty Digit X image processor. That's the same processor that Canon uses in their top-tier R5 and R3 bodies. That processor supports a blistering 40 frames a second using the electronic shutter, or 12 frames per second using the mechanical shutter, which is what I prefer. For video creators, it captures completely uncropped 4K video at up to 60p using the full width of the sensor. You also get dual SD card slots and a pre-recording burst mode that catches action a half second before the full shutter press. And powering all this is Canon's classic LP form factor battery, which delivers excellent efficiency for hours of reliable shooting. Now to top it all off, the chassis features robust weather sealing to protect against moisture and dust, and this is especially problematic for me, shooting out in the desert of New Mexico. Now let's talk about the features that make this camera an absolute pleasure to use. This is all based on my own personal experience as a photographer, having used this body for over 3 years. Now first up is the autofocus system. It literally feels like black magic. It uses AI to instantly lock onto your subject. Eyes, faces, vehicles, wildlife, whatever. Even if your subject's moving across the frame, the tracking system stays locked onto them. You literally don't have to worry about nailing focus with this camera. Just point it at the subject and mash the shutter button. You're going to get the shot. Now low light performance is another standout attribute of this sensor. Even when shooting in dark rooms with less than ideal lighting conditions, the images remain markedly clean. But the real crown jewel is the IBIS. It allows you to stay handheld and nail those shots with mind-bogglingly long shutter speeds, which means you can leave behind the flash and the clunky tripod. And given my preference for running nimble, this is clutch. Last up is just the sheer ease of use. Canon has mastered camera ergonomics. The menus are intuitive, the buttons are right where you expect them, fits comfortably in your hands, the build quality is top-notch, and it weighs significantly less compared to older DSLRs. But don't take my word for it. Let's look at some actual examples images that I've taken with this very camera.